Yo, 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 what is up, guys? And welcome to ATV Farms, episode 190. But American Farming, episode 4 of the Wisconsin 1980s series. And today is day 2 of the planting season. We've got one more field to plant. I think. So let's go ahead and pull up our field map real quick and double check on that, and then we can hit the field. So pull up the iPad here, realty, crop type. Well, let's go to plots first. So we own 3 fields and the home farm. I believe field 9 is planted to oats. Field 11 has wheat. That's what we planted last episode on the series. And field 2 is our next field. So field 9 is oats. Field 11 is wheat. And field 2, that looks like a Dorito, is going to be soybeans. So, with all that said, let's go. Now, we'll probably use, and dang it, Corey, you left the door open. Well, one of our farm hands, actually, we don't have any farm hands, but I blame that on myself. I left the door open last video. Luckily, no one got in here and stole any of our equipment. So, we have to run down to the co-op first and go get the seed. So, let's go ahead and hop out, make sure we got it hooked up. Alright, we're good. Yeah, we're going to have to run down to the co-op really quick. So let's go locations, North Co-op. We've got to make a trip down to the co-op so we can fill the 12-row planter with seed. I probably should have done this last video, but we were too busy planting wheat into field 11. Now, I know I said there wouldn't be an American farming video at all this weekend except for the one on Saturday. But since I now have footage of a real-life farmer on a no-till operation planting I don't know what crop, maybe I should try a no-till operation on American farming for like the 2000s and on series. So from 2000 to modern day 2026, we will do a no-till operation. So, there's our wheat ground. So, I hope you guys are enjoying the new algorithm that I have set for the channel, because that's going to be pointless to go back in and get rid of 190 episodes if y'all don't enjoy watching it. I mean, if you don't enjoy watching it, why watch it? But if you enjoy watching it, please, if you would like to, head down below, smash that like button, possibly consider subscribing. As you know, I am on the race to 250 subscribers, or 150 subscribers by the end of summer 2026. Preferably before American Farming 2 comes out. So just sit back and enjoy riding with the tractor. I will be right back. I'm gonna have to just so we're gonna go ahead and finish getting this done. Well, it looks like we're arriving here at the co-op. Okay, the fill spot's over there. Go ahead and cut the GPS. We'll just cut through the cell point right here. Make sure, yeah, we cleared that with flying colors. And then we will spin around, pull right up into the spot right there. Dang it, I forgot to hit the brakes. There. So go ahead and hit fill. We are currently filling with soybean seed because we are not doing corn this year. And now let's head to field 2. Yeah, to field 2. So we can plant it to soybeans. As you can see up in the top corner of the screen. So now we're gonna try and get all the soybeans in the ground here, so I'll see you guys back at the field. Alright folks, so we're getting close to the field. I believe it's just right up here. Well, there's our oat ground again, or wheat ground again. And now we just have to plant soybeans and we will be done with the 1980 planting season. So, at least it's safe to know that the field is close to the home or the home farm. So, we're gonna set up the GPS and let it run. And my plan is to do at least 2 headland passes, pause the video again, and then unpause it when we hit the rows. Well, we've arrived at field 2. Let's go ahead and get the planter unfolded. Okay. Get pulled out into the field. Let's go ahead and drop it down. Let's go ahead and plant a row. Let's go ahead and hop out. Make sure, wrong button. Make sure our planter is doing its job. Spacings are right. Well, with the pass that we just did, it looks like we're doing good. So we can set the GPS and let it run. Whoa. Or go ahead and double plant that, I guess. I mean, it really wouldn't hurt to double plant, but well, at least we know it's safe to say that there is double bean crop on one patch of the field. So while we're on the straightaway here, I'll go ahead and pull up the map one more time while we're here in the cab. Crop type. As you can see, soybeans, growth, still nothing. And that's how much ground we have to cover. So we're back on the turn. Now, I don't know how many head or end rows it's going to do, but I do know that with not planting corn this first season, we might be able to earn a lot of money from this first year of planting in Wisconsin. Now, from the 80s to the year 2000, we will be running tillage on the operation. But the 2000s on, we'll be doing a no-till operation. We're going to be comparing the differences between an operation that runs tillage and an operation that runs a no-till operation. And that's what, if you guys watched episode 188, the real life farmer planting, that was a no-till operation. So we're coming up on the end of our first headland end row. Now, I don't know how many end rows the planter is going to do, but I'm going to pause the video again at the end of this end row until we hit the actual down and backs. Now, the field we are currently working on, we are planting soybeans. So I'll go ahead and pull the map up one more time. Crop type. You can clearly tell field 9 is fully ready for harvest. Field 11 is starting to grow. Field 2 is, there's no gaps in the, that at least shows on the map. Now I might have to check that because I don't know if that's going to register on the map as a missed pass around the field, or what it's going to do. Now, I don't know how many end rows this field is going to require. Hopefully not a lot. And then we can immediately jump on to the north and south passes. But I don't want to go too big on this operation, regardless of what year it is. I mean, of course, I know I'm going to have to upgrade the, okay, right there might be a little gap. But let's go ahead and check the map to make sure. Yeah, kind of just a little missed section. But I'm going to go ahead, actually. So we went ahead and finished all the end rows. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until we are on to rows. I'll see you guys then. Well, folks, it looks like we are starting rows and leaving an entire, like, gap in the field. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that that can be fixed with a little help from the GPS once I get that fixed. So, yeah, this video won't be as long as drilling wheat. But we've got to get this field done. I've got to head back down to the section that the planter did not hit at all, so we can get that planted. And go from there. But we are planting pretty good. I'll go ahead and pull the map up here real quick. Crop type. So we got two mist spots down at the end, down at the corner of the field, and then that little area up there at the very top north end of the field. Well, we're almost done planting this field, so yeah, there's really not much more to go at all. And I mean, when you've got a 12-row planter, knocking out rows is going to be fairly easy. So we've got all of... Now this is I'm the third generation farmer for this series. It went my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and then me. And I'm now the third generation farmer that has farmed this land. Since the early 1800s is when our farm started. It's gone 3 generations so far. And I'm hoping to be the longest lasting generation that farms this land. But once all of the beans are in the ground, So, yep, we are almost to the end of the field. And then I'm gonna make the pass back up to so we're almost done. There's, I believe, one little section wait. There's a little bit more to go. And the sun finally decides to come up. I mean, we've been out here in the field since, I think, 5:30. So, yep, this is going to take a really long time to finish. I'd probably guess, even though we are running 12 rows at a time, that really doesn't mean that much. But we are at the opposite end of the field, so that means a little bit. Because at least we're at the opposite end. And the GPS is so, like, it was confused there at the beginning of the rows when it left an entire piece non-planted that we have to go down and replant. That's down at the very end of the field, at that far end. But once all of the beans are in the ground, and we really didn't waste that much seed. Alright, let's see if the GPS shuts itself off. No, there is. Or maybe it will shut itself off. Alright, did I, really quick, let's see, did I hit the crop type? Well, we hit the section that was down here at the south end of the field that needed it. Now we just have to shoot straight up to the north end. So we're gonna turn right back around, drop the planter, and then just, how close are we to it? Well, yeah, you're heading in the really wrong direction. Well, how about now? Well, you're almost there. You just have to keep going forward. And it really shouldn't be that hard to miss. Alright, we're just gonna keep checking the map until we're like right up on top of it. Well, just a little bit further. And Yep. It's really... There, let's go ahead and switch to third person. So we can see when we plant the non-planted area. Alright, break. First person. Let's check it. Well, we did it. Now we have all 3 fields planted, so that's the end of planting season, 1980. Go ahead and lift up the planter, get it folded up. Let's go put it away. I'm going to throw it into road gear so we can get back to the farm quicker and run 20 mile an hour across the field. Alright, go ahead and drop it to the normal, or the slow gear, because I'm almost done, so let's get ready to go to bed. Right here, where I'm at. Okay. So, to kind of round you guys out, we're going to get the tractor and planter put away. I'll switch back to third person, that way I can see when I back this thing in here. And then I might will try and put the tractor on the opposite side of the seed drill. Right there is a good spot for the planter. So let's go ahead and put... Hold on, I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it's going to fit. Well, it will fit. So, hold on, let's like get it kind of straight. So we got it straight. Alright, folks, that'll be the end of episode 190. I will see you guys in the next one. So, managed to make it to 190.